Hey gorgeous, on this fine Tuesday, how you doing today? So I am coming in with the sweet kiss, so you know how we do. Grab what you need, grab what you need. I have been sharing with people what I've been working on, and it's really just ensuring that I ground myself in who God is, but not who he is today, but who he has always been for me. So when I say that, it's like you may be a person, maybe you've gone through discouragement, some disappointments, and I'll talk about that later, because disappointment sometimes we create ourselves because we have created expectations that don't align with God's will for our life, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. If you live long enough, you'll have discouragement, you'll feel disappointed, you may feel alone, you may feel unseen or unheard. And I've gone through that. I've had those experiences, or I felt that way multiple times in my life, and it still does happen. But the one thing that I have learned to do in order to counter those ideas, because the enemy wants us to think that we're out here life by ourselves, that God is not concerned about us, like we are not his favorite and not on his mind. But that is the biggest lie from the pits of hell, and I'm here to crush that lie today. God is concerned about you. You are his favorite. You are his masterpiece, and you are on his mind. And at the end of the day, his main goal is to make sure that you win. You are his priority. You are his goal. And a lot of times he allows things to happen in a way that we don't like or we don't expect, because his main mission is not about how you feel and to make you feel warm and fuzzy. It's about getting you to the expected end. The end that was known before you were in your mama's womb, before you were in your mother's belly, before you were even a thought. God had a plan for you, and he needs for you to fulfill that plan. Come heck or high water. Yes, life happens to us. It happens to all of us. But what we have to remember is that we serve a God who's consistent. We serve a God who doesn't change. We serve a God who does not lie. We serve a God whose track record is sure. He has proven himself over and over again. And one practice that I have learned to incorporate is to write down what God has done for me and who God is for me. And that's why journaling is really important to me, because whenever that enemy wants to come in my head and make me think something about God that ain't true, make me believe something about myself that God has not said is true, or make me believe something that doesn't align with God's word, I need to open up my book so I can remember what God said is true. I need to go to the book and go to the pages, whether it's the Bible, whether it's my journal, to remember who God is and what he said about me. I did a 30-day journal challenge. And when we did that challenge, one of the exercises is to go back and do a timeline of your life and look at what God has done for you during your life. And in that timeline, I realized that God saved me literally from physical death more than 3 times in my entire life. Right? But if I didn't have that track record, it's easy to get caught up in the moment or caught up in your emotions and how you feel, that we forget that God has been doing a good thing for us for a long, long time. He was already planning a way of escape for us way before things happened, and he's still doing it now. So my encouragement to you today is take some time out and plot out your lifeline, your timeline, and have a record of who God has been for you in one event, over 2 events, over 3 events. And know that that God that did it for you back then, he will do it for you today, because he doesn't change. He does not lie. He is who he says he is, and he shows up as he is, God. So I want you to be encouraged today that no matter what you are feeling, anchor yourself in the good God who's been doing good things for a very, very long time. I also want to encourage you to go and save this song along with J.J. Hurston. Send a reminder about who you were before, and the way you delivered me before, and how you are still able to do it again. Save those 2 songs to your playlist, so when you have those moments of discouragement, you can go back and have a reminder of who God is. He is a good, good, good Father. Love you. Have an amazing night on purpose.